Chat. Chat, I'm lowering the volume of the music. Chat, what is up, guys? Gotta lower it for myself, too. Holy shit. Shit's loud, dude. Whew. What's up? Who do we got here? Looks like we might have Sleepy on a Verst. Clubber Lang, Zizu. What's up, guys? Mine, it's going pretty well on a Verst. How are you doing? What's up, Spirit Slayer? Man, it's gonna be a party already. Whew. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm gonna quickly send out a tweet so Twitter knows we're here. Avatar Desta, what's up? Yeah, so I'm going to try to be as spoiler conscious as possible this stream. So there are some sections where potentially we will talk about spoilers, but if they happen at all, even though I know I clickbaited the thumbnail a little bit, if they do happen, I will definitely be announcing them before they do. Yeah. So, just for everyone that has not read the spoilers, I'm going to try to keep this as friendly as possible for you guys. Hey, Marcos, what's going on? Alright, I'm going to send out my tweet. What should I say? I want to say, get in, bitch, we're talking about Chainsaw Man or something. Get in the car. Always got a hashtag Chainsaw Man to shill myself out to as many people on Twitter as possible. Alright. And there we go. Tweets out. Tweets out. I'm going to now minimize my tab for the stream. No worries, Universed. No worries at all. Let's see. Okay. I think we got a good amount of homies in the chat right now. So let's take a look at... I have some more things prepared for you guys tonight. A lot of it is memes this time, but a little bit of discussion as well. Nothing as crazy as the Fight Club theory from last week. Or 2 weeks ago, was it? Did you hear anything about the Chainsaw Man news for March 5th? No. Actually, I can look that up now, though. Let me pull that up. News, March 5th. Let's see. Special new information about the anime to be revealed March 5th. Not sure if it's the Season 2 announcement, one can hope, but we can assume at the very least it's not announced here. It'll be the Chainsaw Man stage show. I would like for it to be Season 2 news. I did see something recently that was somewhat depressing. I don't know if anyone else saw this, but apparently all of the Chainsaw Man anime accounts on Twitter have unfollowed director Ryu Nakayama. Oh wait, it's March 6th. What the fuck? Yeah, where the fuck is the announcement? What is this bullshit? We would have had an announcement March 4th because of time zone fuckery. Yeah, that's why someone's like, it's March 5th, where's the news? Oh, it's perfect shots. Huh. I wonder. Actually, it's incredibly dangerous to be scrolling Twitter on live stream because anything can have me taken down. Yeah, it is March 6th. I did see recently, though, that apparently all of the Chainsaw Man official anime accounts have unfollowed director Ryu Nakayama on Twitter, which doesn't necessarily look good for him directing season 2. I don't know. I really hope that's not the case, because obviously the Chainsaw Man anime performed really well all over the world. And it's just, trolls being trolls. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the anime too now. Avatar Desto. But, you know what? No matter what happens, we still have the manga. We still have the peak-ass source material. And honestly, that's why we're all here anyway. We're talking about the manga. Yeah, not that that will happen. Oh, not that it won't happen, but the quality. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's very Mappa-like to go all in on an IP and give it some of the best possible animation. We've seen it with Jujutsu Kaisen. We've seen it with Attack on Titan. Now with Chainsaw Man. So it's difficult to imagine they'll be able to keep up the quality, especially with how negative or lukewarm some of the reception was in the East. Because it wasn't just Japan, Korea, and China. For some reason, it was also received kind of lukewarm. Oh, thank you, South Moon. It's very kind of you. I had an idea. What if an anime was made, each episode was made by a different studio? Probably would never happen, though. You know what, Unaversed, now that you say that, there are a few series, in particular, a few animes, that are handled by multiple different studios. I don't know of any anime where each episode is handled by a different studio. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that existed or exists currently, but a good example is Darling in the Franxx was handled by both Cloverworks and Trigger, played a part in directing some episodes, or animating some episodes. Oh, dear Lord, Avatar Desto, do not bring that evil upon us. Holy shit. If we One Punch Man Season 2 situation, or Promised Neverland Season 2, One Punch Man was a unique situation where the original studio that animated One Punch Man, I don't know, we don't need to look at this while we're just talking about other things. The original studio that did One Punch Man didn't do it for Season 2. It got lost, and then someone else picked up for Season 2. I don't remember which studios did it. Probably I think I remember either Bones had something to do with it or Madhouse. I don't remember. I'm actually not that great with studios and whatnot. Yeah, Double B Bastard, I read it too. There's a potential we won't be... We will certainly talk about the leaks to some capacity today. There are a lot of people who haven't read the leaks yet, so I want to be as sensitive to them as possible. So, I mean, I have some memes that allude to the leaks, but don't actually talk about what's in the leaks. There's a potential we'll have an entire discussion about it. And if that comes up, I'm going to 100% warn everyone when it's coming. Star Wars anime. Oh, I heard about that Avatar Desto, the Star Wars anime with different animators each episode. Yeah, the biggest loss if Ryu Nakayama gets dropped is all of his connections with top animator friends. Absolutely. I didn't even think about that. I'm really worried about all those Twitter accounts unfollowing him. That's just sad, dude. He 100% is cracked. He's goated. He was pivotal in making the Chainsaw Man anime so special. I 100% stand by that. That Ryu Nakayama did a wonderful job. And I know it's mostly in the East where he gets a lot of shit from people. I've seen a lot of people in the West as well, though, have some unsavory things to say about Nakayama. But, oh god, I feel like we could doom post forever about the fate of the Chainsaw Man anime, but we're gonna have to leave it to fate. Yeah, I don't get it either. Avatar Desto. I don't get it. People love to hate. That's one thing. I swear to God, we'll get into some discussion in a second. People love to hate. And it's incredibly sad. I had to basically hand pick and tailor my Twitter account so that the things I see don't upset me. I know that's kind of pussy to say something like that, but I see things all the time that upset me. I see vile, awful things that people say, and I found a way to tailor my timeline to not see these things anymore. I click the three little dots and I say, I am not interested in this tweet. I can either say, I'm not interested in the topic that the tweet is talking about, or I'm not interested in the account that's posting it. And I've started doing stuff like that because there's just so much fucking negativity online. People definitely get hate boners all the time. Just like what's going on with the Chainsaw Man anime. It's 100% a hate boner thing. I think a lot of people wanted to hate Chainsaw Man in the first place because it was so hyped up. And I knew going in to the Chainsaw Man anime, knowing that because it was going to be one core, people were definitely going to say it's overhyped and it's bad because of that, when that's just simply not the case. Also, the stuff about the Twitter accounts unfollowing him might be fake news because some people pointed out that some of those accounts were never following him to begin with. Oh shit! Did I get baited? I might have gotten baited then. I'll have to look at that. Maybe they didn't like the CGI and blamed him for it. Yeah, that could be it. Mappa is the target of a lot of CGI-based hate, which to me is ridiculous. The CGI in Chainsaw Man, the CGI in Jujutsu Kaisen, the CGI in Attack on Titan, none of it is bad. It's tastefully done, and so many people get so upset over those kinds of things. I think if CGI can be used well as an asset in animation, especially in 2D animation, because obviously I don't want to watch a 3D anime just because I don't necessarily like the style, but, you know, it's not bad when it's used tastefully, and I think Mappa uses it really tastefully. The only time where I saw Mappa CG and I was like, I'm not sure what they're cooking, was Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1, in the Battle of Marley, or as they call it, the Fall of Marley. That fight, there was a scene where it was Eren versus the Warhammer Titan, and when he's... there's a scene where he got attacked by the Warhammer Titan, and the CGI was actually kind of ass in that one specific scene, but it's overlook. I can overlook that. I heard chapter 123 will be delayed for 3 weeks. Dear fucking God, I hope not. Holy shit, dude, that would suck. Oh, man. Dude, I milked Chainsaw Man for all it's worth. No Chainsaw Man for 3 weeks? Sheesh. No views. I have a good meme about Chainsaw Man anime being overhyped and Twitter not liking it. Oh, Universe, you want to post it in the chat? We can look at it. Yeah, I agree, Universe. Like, when it comes to the Berserk anime, I don't know. That's not my thing. Actually, I think CG animation was used really well in Beastars. That's CG, right? Is Beastars all CG? Because if it is, that CG is fire, and I'll stand by that. Actually, that's a hill I'll die on. Universe, if you have a link to it and you send it to the chat, we can open it there. Even if it's iFunny, we won't laugh. I think most of the Nakayama hate really just comes down to his interview comments and those small statements being blown up out of context. Absolutely, dude. I, as a avid Japan lover, I would go as far as to say I am a serial weeaboo. I love everything Japan. I love learning the language. I love the culture. I love the architecture. I love the animation. I love the pop culture. I love the music. Japan fucking rocks. But I will say, when it comes to tiny things being blown out of proportion, dear Lord, Japan is ass, dude. Like, there's so many things that I've seen get blown out of proportion. A great example was, dear Lord, I forget her name. There was a wrestler, a Japanese wrestler, on the reality TV dating show Terrace House in Japan. I don't know how many people have heard this story, but there is a lot of this or a lot of influence from this story that went into the manga Oshinoko. So there was this wrestler, I believe one of the other housemates had washed her uniform the wrong way, and it was ruined. And she confronted the person that had washed it, but it was filmed in a way where it seemed like she was incredibly aggressive, and there was none of her side that was put in the show. So when the show aired, it got completely blown out of proportion. She was getting hate everywhere. She was getting hate on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. People were telling her that she didn't deserve to be on the show. She didn't deserve to be around people. They told her to kill herself. And so she did. She took her own life. And it's one of those things where it's this tiny thing that was misrepresented and turned into this huge, big scuff that ended up killing someone. And it's one of those things where it's just like, when things get blown out of proportion, holy shit. Obviously, it's probably a very vocal minority. It is Twitter, but a lot of it is... There is a part of, like, cancel culture. I hate saying that. Cancel culture in Japan that is a little more out of left field, a little more out of pocket. Honestly, Oshinoko, if you haven't read that manga, please do, because it highlights all of these things about just the awful aspects of the entertainment industry in Japan and dealing with fan backlash and whatnot. What's up, Chainsaw Man fan? Necromancer, how are you guys doing? Oh man, I gotta keep up with you guys more. I went off on a tangent and now there's like so many more messages in chat. I feel like it might have just... yeah. Studio Orange is goated. I prefer their CGI over 90% of 2D. Cleverlang, is that the studio that did... Oh, God, fuck. It's the anime that's airing right now that's, like, super goated, right? I'm not going to remember the name, and it's embarrassing. But if someone knows, let me know. Time to upload it to iPhone. Oh, Beastars was Studio Orange. Okay. Trigun, that's one. What's up, Tropes, by the way? Good to see you. Yeah. A lot of craziness. Yeah, Trigun. Do I need to watch Trigun? I've seen clips. Do I need to watch it? Jake, do you play those guitars? Play something for us. I have a noise gate on my microphone, so I'm not sure if it'll be picked up. I don't have an amplifier. I could do... No. I don't know, maybe. Maybe later. Maybe later. I don't know what I'd play. Play Say It Ain't So by Weezer for you guys. We'll pick up the guitar if you guys are good. If my children are well behaved. All right. Let's look at the discussion thread for Chainsaw Man Chapter 121 and see what people are saying. When your inhuman, satanic parasite monster tells you to think positive. That's right. Oh yeah, Naita gaslighting Denji into going out to fight devils, saying that being loved by everything is better than pussy. Goddamn. She's kind of right. Kind of wrong, but kind of right. Her heart's in the wrong place. Her message is in the right place. Hasa, I'm all alone. I'll never have friends or companionship. The literal other person living inside her head. That's depressing, even for you. I actually really hope the Fight Club theory is real, because then she really is alone inside her head. Chainsaw Man fans on their way to discuss the newest chapter before reading it. Fans before maidens. Trigun is great. The original is on my top 5, and the new story has made some cool story choices. Okay. I need new shit to watch. I think my to-watch list right now, it's kind of long, because there's so much shit that I still haven't watched, even from last year. Made in Abyss Season 2, that's really high up there. What else? There's a lot of stuff I really want to watch right now. I only said Made in Abyss as an example. But I guess Made in Abyss, I wanted to watch the Kubo anime because the manga just ended, and I read the entire manga. I think I liked it, but there were some... There's some romance manga tropes that I don't like that Kubo ended up falling under. Kubo's still great, but I would have liked more. You know? Let's see. The problem with Asa is that she's a cringe loser femcel, but she's also the most relatable character in the story, and I don't know what that says about me. True. Have you seen Odd Taxi? Best anime original I've seen in a while, and that and Sunny Boy. Clubber Lang, Odd Taxi is in my top 3 anime of all time. I love Odd Taxi. I think I said this a while back, but the opening for Odd Taxi, titled Odd Taxi, is my favorite anime opening of all time. What's your least favorite and most favorite tropes? When it comes to romance and rom-coms specifically, I hate when rom-coms end immediately after the main ship finishes. I do not like that. When they finally confess and that's it, nothing else, you don't get to see any like little closer arc with them together, I don't know, anything like that. At that point, I don't really like that. I think a really great rom-com manga that had this problem, where it would have been actually a fantastic rom-com if it didn't just end as soon as the ship sailed, if you know what I mean. Hatsukoi Zombie, First Kiss Zombies. That, or First Love Zombie, not First Kiss. First Love Zombies, Hatsukoi Zombie, was a really cute and funny rom-com manga that, spoilers, I guess, it ended right when things got satisfying. But funny enough, Hatsukoi Zombie, this really cute rom-com manga, was done by the same guy that did the darkest, most fucked up manga ever, Boys Abyss. So it's just weird. Like, reading that, I remember reading that. I was told to read that the same day. I was like, damn, Boys Abyss is fucked up, dude. I'm not sure if I want to read this. Someone's like, read Chainsaw Man meme contains spoilers. Is there something down here? Did I leave a spoiler up on the screen? I hope not. Yeah, that's why Kaguya is the GOAT, absolutely. Yeah, I said that Boys Abyss is really dark, and someone was like, oh, read First Kiss Zombie. It's by the same person. I was like, okay. I read it, and I was like, damn, this is funny. Absolutely, yeah. Marcos, I love Kaguya. The meme is spoiler-y. Spoiler-y in the context of pre-chapter 121 or the new leaks. Oh shit, just moved my mic on accident. Oh, Chainsaw Man Part 1? Oh, we definitely don't have anime onlys in here. If we do, I would be very surprised. If you want to link it, I'll show it. And anime only Chainsaw Man fans, speak now or forever hold your peace. Let's see. I wanted to see if there's any cool or fun theories in this thread, but I doubt there will be. The problem with... Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Absolutely, Dylan. Baby girl. Love you, Dylan. Oh, Chunibyo. That's a fantastic one. Haven't heard that name in a while. Denji went from feeling depressed for 91 chapters to speedrunning a depression arc in 3 pages. Also, Yoshida couldn't beat the gay allegations. Dylan, because you're in chat, I'm going to crack a beer for you. There we go. That's for you, Dylan. I love how Chainsaw Man anime gave us more time with Aki, so his loss holds more weight. Dude, absolutely, man. That's why I always thought it was weird when people were upset about the scene in episode 3 or 4 or something. I don't remember which episode it was, but there was a scene where it was like 10 minutes of Aki being a male wife, and people were bitches about that. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny, because I think it's the same episode as the Leech Devil fight, and I was a huge pussy about that. Dude, I was whinging and complaining. Why did it have to take 12 minutes to get through Denji's fight with the Leech Devil? And then there was like an entire 10-minute scene of Aki being a male wife at the end of the episode, and I was like, yes, that's so me. I love it. The duality of Chainsaw Man fans. Sanest Chainsaw Man fan. I like how FMA Brotherhood spent more time with Hughes because they knew everyone loved him so much. Dude, I love Mace Hughes. I love Mace Hughes. Oh, Avatar Desto! I really recommend you watch that movie when you can. It might be online now. Maybe? Oh yeah, the Gotcha episode. Clubber Lang, did you see the Odd Taxi movie? I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to see it. Wait. Let's see. Avatar Desto, for you, right now, I'm going to look up if the Kaguya movie's online. This is probably not the place I should be looking. I am quickly checking the 7 Seas for you, if you know what I mean. Let's see. The OVAs are here. I doubt that the movie will be here, but I'm going to search. It would say 2022. Spring 2022. Okay. I don't think it's up yet. At least not on my fun websites of the 7 Seas. How many tabs you've opened up? I have a lot of memes saved for you guys. Every time I do a chapter pre-release stream, I pull up a bunch of threads, whether it's memes or discussion, so that we can look at them. It's basically, I like to use this as a time to go over everything that was anything in this week of Chainsaw Man. The only way the movie would be there is a poorly recorded theater video. Probably. I don't know how people get their rips of movies, but I know that the Demon Slayer movie was online, fan translated, like months before it came out in the United States. And I was like, how the fuck did they get the rip of that? Ooh, there's an iFunny link. Okay, I'll pull it up. Huh. Wait, let me just, I'm looking for the link real quick to Universed Chainsaw Man meme. I think it is more than worth it to look for any Chainsaw Man meme. Oh, it should be posting now? Okay. Well, I will leave that up so I can click on it whenever it's there. Oh, YouTube doesn't allow posting links to other websites? I was about to say, I always thought that you could post links because I link links to you guys every now and then, but I only ever link YouTube videos, so that could be it. Huh, okay, well, fuck, that sucks. Oh, man. You could describe the meme, and I can poorly try to read it to you guys. Oh, okay, yeah, if you send it to me on Twitter, I will 100% be able to see that. What do you guys think of Denji and Nayuta's dynamic right now? Actually, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about after the last chapter. Because I talked about it a little bit in my chapter review video, but I feel like there's just so much to say or talk about when it comes to the Denji and Nayuta dynamic. Because I want to believe that it's the ultra wholesome Chungus, Keanu, Reddit, whatever, that we all want it to be. But, you know, it's just, it feels a little toxic, you know? And I know that's a word, that's a no-no word because people misuse that word all the time. But in this case, it is technically a toxic living environment for Denji. I have your meme universe. I'm gonna look at it first and I'm gonna show you guys. Okay. This is a good meme. Wait. Chainsaw Man, the manga reader's praise gave you power, but now the Twitter users are calling you mid. How does it feel to be called carried by animation? I pronounce this meme fire. Good meme. Good meme. I don't know, have I ever talked about this in a stream or chapter review video? But I definitely said it in a video, my Demon Slayer video. Calling an anime carried by the animation is the biggest cop-out criticism on the face of the planet. Especially when it comes to Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer. I think it's good. The animation is part of why it's good. But if you have criticisms of Demon Slayer, but all you can say is it's carried by the animation, it's mid, it's not really a good argument. Demon Slayer, the things, I think I even said this in a video, I have an entire video about it. The things that you can criticize Demon Slayer on is, you know, it's kind of generic. You know, the characters can be kind of wonder bread, sometimes annoying. But what makes Demon Slayer special, and even with the manga, it's not just the animation in the anime, it's the vibe. The time period they chose, having it be in the... It's not the Taisho era, is it? I think it's the Taisho. Whatever era it's in, it's a fantastic era to choose. Right at the turn of the century. Really, really cool. I think I saw a tweet by another streamer, Secret Doves. Sometimes he's in the chat. If you are here, Secret Doves, make yourself known. But he had a fantastic thread on what makes Demon Slayer special. And I think him and I have a lot of the same opinions on it. But I did ask you guys about the Denji Nayuta dynamic, so I'm going to read your comments on it now. Kind of toxic, isn't it? The Nayuta-Denji relationship seems fairly wholesome, but there's definitely some toxicity brewing under the surface. Nayuta is that annoying mother who thinks she's right until proven wrong. I love my mom. But yeah, I know what you mean. Have you seen RG33? I have not. Double B bastard. Naruto is yandere, just like Makima. It could be the nature of the devil. She's definitely controlling him, but at the same time, that's really all he's ever known as a love language. So, yo, don't make me cry in the club like that. Holy shit. Don't make me cry in the club like that. She's definitely controlling him, but at the same time, that's really all he's ever known as a love language. Why the fuck would you say that, Dylan? Don't bring that on me. Oh, God. They spittin'. I have a dark theory about Denji and Naita. Avatar Desto. Cook, my friend. What is this theory? Oh, thank you, Universe. The Pochita up there? My Pochita plushie? I have a lot of Chainsaw Man shit in here. I gotta show you guys again soon. I find that in general, people say stuff like mid or carried by animation don't have any valid criticism and are just fishing for reactions. Absolutely, dude. Also, what's up, Carlos Valencia? I don't know if I said hi to you yet. I have a video. I put it up like a year ago. It was, I think it's called Demon Slayer Haters Are Cringe. Fantastic title, actually, if you'd believe it. Fantastic title. And that's one of my biggest points in that video is, like, if all you're gonna say is mid or carried by the animation, you probably don't have too much to say in the first place. But yeah, another small thing that oh Jesus, can I read? Another small thing I did in between chapters is that Denji is the same apartment. Small thing to look at, but just saying Kishibe can just pop up anytime he wants. Oh, true? Okay, I think I get what you mean. Like, he hasn't changed his address, so at any point if Kishibe wants to be like, hey, you're not parenting right, or hey, stop trying to expose your identity to the world, he can come fuck shit up. But rather than do that and maybe piss off Naruto, who could be considered a weapon of mass destruction, he has Yoshida just keep an eye on him. I feel like Yoshida is a good Denji wrangler. I feel like that's his role in the story. I saw someone say on Twitter recently, and I completely agree with this. I think I've said this before as well. I don't remember. But Yoshida is not going to be the new Aki, and there will be no new Aki. Aki's Aki. Aki's gone. Rip Bozo. In chapter 121, the Devil Hunter Room has a Chainsaw Man plushie. Oh, I thought you were talking about my Chainsaw Man plushie. Damn. Classic YouTubers thinking everything's about themselves. God damn. Sheesh. So Naruto said she wants to watch Chainsaw Man fight. What if she is controlling him at night when he's sleeping? And this could explain the Chainsaw Man that killed Yuko. And we definitely saw birds in the panel with Yuko, so we know that's what the Control Devil used to spy. So, I think, and it might have been you that said this before Avatar Desto. Wait, actually? Because remember I did a video? Avatar Desto, can you confirm to me? I did a video, like, 2 or 3 months ago going over some Yoshida theories. Or not Yoshida theories, fake Sawman theories. Did I talk about your theory in that one? Did I? Because I think you were the one that was cooking that, and I think I talked about it, or maybe I didn't, but wanted to. I'm gonna have to watch that again later. Speaking of watching my own videos, I don't know when it's gonna be. Maybe next week. I'm starting to schedule my streams, so I can even tell you guys what we're cooking this week. But I want to do some streams where I look at some of my privated videos, because I have videos on YouTube that I uploaded over the course of my time here that I now understand are less than good, mid even, and I want to do a stream where I look at all of my worst videos and react to them, because I think that'd be fun. I'd love to talk theories, but I don't want to accidentally spoil because I read the 122 leak. There is a potential Zizu because I did clickbait the title of the stream saying we will talk about leaks. So there will be a point where we're going to talk about it, and I'll let you guys know when that is. I have the leak discussion thread pulled up. We can also look at that later. So we definitely will be able to talk about it at some point, Zizu. But her saying she wants to watch Chainsaw Man fight last chapter definitely got me thinking about the theory again. Clubberlang, let's talk leaks. I want to. I just don't want to spoil things yet. Maybe, okay, we're about 40 minutes into the stream now. Maybe remind me at an hour 15. Hour 15. That's the tentative time where I will say it's okay to talk about leaks. Let's see. Oh, this was one. This is just a discussion that I saw that I thought was interesting. What if the plan is to make Asa more devilish and Yoru more human-like so that they eventually merge into a mentally amalgamated fiend? So this was interesting to me because I actually have talked a few times about the humanization of Yoru and that being part of what makes her such a good character. And especially with the Fight Club theory in mind, maybe it could be working towards the reveal that Asa was the War Devil the whole time, maybe. Or what if Asa has such a strong personality, and because maybe she wasn't completely dead yet when Yoru invaded her brain, that she isn't properly able to form a fiend. So she's not a devil hybrid. She's not a fiend. And maybe she's not a devil if the Fight Club theory isn't real. Which, to be honest, I love the Fight Club theory. It is kind of a stretch. So, about the nature of whatever Asa is with Yoru. So she's not a fiend. She's not a devil. She's not a hybrid. I believe what this is just what happens when a devil takes over the body of someone that isn't dead yet. Someone that is dying but isn't dead. Because when devils take control of a dead body, they're a fiend. Yeah, I agree. I don't want Asa to go bad. I like her. I like her as a character. I'm part of the just let Asa be happy club. Legit feel like either Asa is gonna become more like Yoru and vice versa, or they might just end up becoming too similar to each other to the point they barely know who's in control, and or like you said, an amalgamated fiend devil thing. Dear Lord, do not put that evil on us. I'm upvoting that because holy shit. Dear Lord. You know what that reminds me of? I think I talked about this the other day. Maybe, question mark. I think I talked about it in my GeoGuessr stream with Manga Crash. Dude, I fucking love Manga Crash. He's such a cool guy. I want to do more stuff with him. But I'm watching The Boys right now. And I won't spoil things for The Boys. But there's a lot of, like, good characters, good as in morally correct characters in The Boys that become more and more morally ambiguous over time. Some characters just stay good, but it's one of those things that could be something like that, you know. I feel like a lot of anime and manga that handle morally ambiguous material, like Attack on Titan as well, like Levi torturing that one guy. That was a hard scene, watching, you know, your favorite characters kind of be the bad guys for a moment. Homelander being the greatest hero. She's just our extremely anxious femcel monstrosity. We always root for Asa to be happy, but when will we root for ourselves to be happy? Damn. It's hard to be happy with rent due, my friend. I just want to see Asa and Yoru be friends. That's what I want to. Honestly, that's my good ending. Where, like, has everyone seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? There's a character, I won't specify, who's technically not good, but they become good, sort of, over time. And then they become a likable character. Probably my favorite character in the entire series. And kind of gets sad at the end because this character maybe potentially doesn't make it to the end. Maybe. Without saying any names. It's so hard to tiptoe over spoilers when you make manga anime material. But I could see that happening with Yoru, where she becomes a lovable scamp and then dies. Sacrifices herself. And then I will be really sad and depressed. Maybe Asa becomes actually suicidal and Yoru needs to talk her down by using everything she knows about Asa to convince her that she's a good person. That would make me cry. Does YouTube have a poll feature? Yeah, so okay, technically yeah. There's some kind of poll feature that I could even use in stream. I don't know how to do it. I have to look that up. I'm learning everything as I go, kind of, when it comes to streaming. But there is a poll feature on YouTube, my community page. So that's how I do my chapter review, chapter GPA polls. That's essentially how I get that to happen. I wonder if I can figure that out now. Let's see. Maybe I can add a poll. Huh. I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's something I'm just gonna have to look up on my own time. But that is a thing. I know that it is a thing. But you know what's crazy? You know what's actually nuts? I just noticed something. So apparently with us right now, there are 19 people. 20 including myself. But the stream only has 6 likes. What's up with that? That's just me like farming. We talk up our Lord and Savior Fujimoto-sensei, but what if Chainsaw Man Part 2 turns out to be the world's greatest bag fumble? Not that I want this to happen. You know what? That is not an impossibility. I'll air my feelings about certain endings that I was less than satisfied with at first. A great example, in my opinion, I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm probably going to get absolutely, like, crucified for this. I, at first, did not like the ending to Chainsaw Man Part 1. Maybe I've said this on stream before. I like it now. I did not like it at first. I remember the chapter, I think it's 95, no, maybe 94, where Denji is in the safe room with Kishibe and Kobeni. I remember that chapter happening, and, you know, it's the one where Denji's like, I want to have tons of sex. I love that. I feel like I love that part. But then we got the announcement that Chainsaw Man was going to end in 3 chapters, and I was like, what the fuck? And then it just goes from them being in the safe room to a skip to them being on a battlefield. And then 3 chapters, finish up the fight super quickly. Then Denji eats Makima. Then, you know, all is said and done, all's finished, whatnot. At first, I didn't like that. I was like, that's kind of crazy. A little too fast. I thought there definitely could have been, like, maybe a mini, not necessarily arc, but a few chapters of Denji setting up the battlefield, setting up his great plan or something. But, I don't know. It moved incredibly fast. And then at the end, when the last chapter was like, all the Control Devil ever wanted was hugs. And I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. But, you know, now, like, of course, I like it now. I still have my criticisms. But, and especially because at that time, we didn't know Part 2 was a thing. Then it was announced 2 hours later that Part 2 was going to happen. And we're like, okay, we good. Yeah. When the ending was announced, I remember a lot of people thought a part 2 was coming, and I think there might have even been a leak potentially. But I remember being part of okay, if this is where part 1, or if this is where Chainsaw Man is ending, there will certainly be a part 2, especially knowing that Tatsuki Fujimoto is a big Sui Ishida and Tokyo Ghoul fan. Tokyo Ghoul has 2 parts. And I remember I was talking with my brother, because I got my brother to read Chainsaw Man, and we made the joke that what if Fujimoto tanked the end of Chainsaw Man to be like his inspiration, Sui Ishida, who tanked the end of Tokyo Ghoul? That isn't a part 2 leak, that's just fan art. Damn, don't call me out like that. I told you guys that, right? Where I, with my entire chest, roasted the leaks of Chainsaw Man Part 2, saying that these aren't real, these can't be real. And this one guy came at me in the comments of that tweet. He was like, I know Tatsuki Fujimoto's art style. Like, I'm an artist. I know his art style really well. That's Tatsuki Fujimoto's art. Which, first of all, no shit, it's Tatsuki Fujimoto's art. Or no shit, it's a trace of... I don't know. Well, I thought it was a trace, whatever. But with my entire chest, I was like, this is fake. This is a fake leak. This is a composite of... I thought maybe they got the scars from Michiko Tendo. And, yeah, I was wrong. I had to hold that L. But then I realized Denji never really knew love, so of course he would still have feelings to the first person that showed him care, even if it was just manipulative. Yeah, totally. Yeah, Power 2 Electric Boogaloo coming. I feel like Fujimoto having an SMK ending to Chainsaw Man is unlikely because he's thematically emotionally focused instead of plot focused. If it is consistent to the themes and emotions, it will work. I hope so, at least. I think he's going to stick the landing. I think he is. I think a lot of really good mangaka who are character-focused, story-focused, or emotionally focused can have trouble when it comes to sticking the landing of their series. So I have trouble being able to say with 100% confidence that he won't fumble the bag. But, you know, I say that because there are a lot of good anime and manga that are fantastic but fumble the bag. The first 13 episodes of Darling in the Franxx while they were airing, I was thinking this was going to be one of my favorite anime of all time. Now, I have it in my, like, bottom 5 of all time. I fucking hate that show. I have faith in Fujimoto since he had a good time to plan out the story layout. I agree. To an extent. I agree to an extent. Because there was another mangaka, which may or may not have been referenced by Clubber Lang, where the creator had a good long time to plan his entire series out, and he did. He did a fantastic job planning his series out. At the very end, he changed up the ending to try to satisfy everyone and make everyone happy. And the series as a whole suffered because of it. So it had 138 fantastic chapters and one not so great ending chapter. So, you know, it could happen to anyone. I don't hope it happens, though. I hope it doesn't happen, is what I mean. That's true. And Fujimoto not being constrained by deadlines is actually huge. That is one thing I agree with. Yeah, he's definitely not the type to please everyone. Because especially, I think it was Shihei Lin who said, do not include the scene where Denji eats Makima. And then Fujimoto was like, okay, it's either I put this in the magazine or I put it on Twitter. What would you rather? So he definitely... It'd be funny if he was moved to Manga Plus as like a probation thing. Like, okay, you show titties too much. There's too much gore. You had a really fucked ending to this, so you have to go to Manga Plus now. Or Jump Plus. And that manga you speak of, what did you think of the bonus pages? A lot of people said that those bonus pages made the ending better. I think the manga, or the ending with the bonus pages, keeps that ending to the same quality as the last chapter. I don't necessarily like it. Honestly, I do think the ending of said manga would have been a lot better if there were just a few things taken out. A few things. There is one final plot twist, I'm certain, everyone that knows what I'm talking about knows which plot twist I'm referring to. It was mentioned in one tiny panel. Just remove that panel alone, and the ending goes from a 4 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10. Removing that alone, like, that's not so bad. High Rise Invasion was one of the least favorite shows. I thought I would like it a lot going in, and then it was a nothing burger, like Moist Critical would say. Dude, I love Critical. Critical's my Jesus. Yeah, South Moon's correct, by the way, unversed. Alright, let's see. So yeah, Asa and Yoru are a fiend gone wrong. Let's see. Okay, this was actually, I just saved this one because I wanted to get your guys' opinions on this. Who do you think will be on the cover of Volume 14? My money is on Yoshida. Obviously, showing the spoilers. We have 12, 13 with Yuko. We don't know who's going to be 14. You know what, though? You know what? I was very surprised that Yuko was on the cover of 13. I thought surely it would have been Yoshida or Denji. I like the Yuko cover, though. That Yuko cover's hard as fuck, dude. Asa and Denji will be on the cover? That'd be kind of cool. Hope Twitter doesn't find out about your opinion on AOT. Unaversed, we're going to watch... I'm going to do a stream. I talked about this like 30 minutes ago. I'm going to do a stream where we're going to watch some of my old videos. Now, I'll show you guys the worst video I've ever made. I have a few of them. I have a few Attack on Titan videos that are the worst videos I've ever made. One of them being my knee-jerk reaction to the ending of Attack on Titan, where my opinion's definitely changed since I made that video. But, well, I have that either unlisted or privated, and we'll all watch that together someday. Maybe next week or something. I'm hoping for Kiga because I want her canon colors. I agree. Actually, when I saw... Because I got baited by that fan art of what chapter 14... Or not chapter... Volume 14 could be. Where someone had Kiga on it with white hair. And that's actually... I always thought of her hair being like... Maybe light orange or something. But as soon as I saw the white hair rendition of Kiga, I was like, ooh, I like that. I want that to be real. So, yeah, I would like Kiga for canon colors, but also I like Kiga. You know what? She is a bit of an underdog favorite right now. She's a bit of an underdog favorite for me. I like her because she's weird. She's a weird character. The way she talks is weird. The way she gets super friendly with everyone with a dead look on her face. It's bizarre. She's a very mysterious character. I tend to like that. Yeah, the fake cover is so good, dude. It's so good. It'd be funny if it's the Bat Devil. But I think that was in volume 12. Or at least it started in volume 12. Because chapter 103, I think that's when the Bat Devil appeared. Ooh, a Nayuta cover. That would be hard as fuck. I don't think so, though. I think Naruto would be volume 15. Because if volume 4 covers chapter 113 through 122, that's mostly school and aquarium. Or maybe, yeah, school and aquarium, I think. So, school and aquarium up till now. Would there really be 10 chapters in one volume? I guess there were some shorter chapters in recent memory. I agree. I think Fami will definitely blow up when she gets more focus. When are we getting a Bucky cover? Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Aquarium Spear on cover. What if we get Kobeni Bussy edition on the cover? That's who I want. Kobeni Bussy edition. Or Bro Benny, whatever you want to call him. I swear to God, if it is Haruka Isayumi, I will burn every copy of Chainsaw Man I have. Hand on the fucking Bible. The volume covers the date, so I think it makes sense to have Asa and Denji with some kind of homage to a rom-com manga. Dude, that'd be fantastic. It could be multi-person like the International Assassin arc. Yeah, I would like that. I usually prefer volume covers of manga where it's one person per cover, kind of like how Tokyo Ghoul did it and how Chainsaw Man is like now. But the International Assassins cover is hard as fuck. I think the Reize naked cover, so I'm going to call it. I think it's volume 6. Hard as fuck. I think there's more than one person on there. A Cosmo cover? Dude, actually Cosmo is top 5 best girl for me in Chainsaw Man. I like Cosmo. I'm a big Cosmo fan. I saw a good Cosmo cosplayer recently on the internet. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to show you guys. But it's always dangerous to look up cosplays on stream because you never know what you get. But I saw a really good Cosmo cosplay. Actually, there are a few good ones here. It's just crazy how people do the eyeball and the brain. Okay, it is impossible to pull it up without anything incriminating coming up, and I do not want to get banned because we had that anime fight scene stream where I almost got eternally fucked by YouTube. So unfortunately, we have to be good little boys and girls right now. Explaining volume 6 to people when they look at your bookshelf is hard. Dude, I totally feel you. There's so many things that I have to explain. Oh my god. Okay. I'll tell a story. I feel fine. I feel comfortable telling you guys my embarrassing stories. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, it's over a month now, a month ago, I had some friends come over to hand off their keys to me because I had to look after their cat. So I had to go to their apartment and look after their cat. These are friends of mine from Japan. And they mentioned to me that they've never seen the inside of my office, this room that I'm in right now. Because the door is always closed. And usually I keep the door closed because it's messy in here, but also I don't want my cat scratching up my shit. But most notably, I have 3 life-size Chainsaw Man sexy body pillows in my office. And I forgot I had those in there, so my office was cleaned up from earlier in the day, so I did a little office tour. I opened the door for them, and the first thing they saw was 3 big Chainsaw Man Dakimakura. I believe they said, "Naze Chainsaw Man Dakimakura aru ka?" Why do you have a Chainsaw Man Dakimakura? And I said, 僕はチェーンソーマン最高のコレクターだからチェーンソーマン抱き枕持ってるのは大事なことです。I said, because I am the ultimate Chainsaw Man collector, it is essential for me to own these exclusive Chainsaw Man body pillows. That's what I said. Something like that. Paraphrasing. But yes, it was very embarrassing. But it ended up being funny. We ended up laughing. So it's okay. And they know I'm obsessed with Chainsaw Man. Denji open mouth, brain dead look on the cover. That'd be sad. That'd be sad. I could see that happening, Gengar Daddy. Oh. That would make me sad. I understood the deaths. Cosmo power is really cool. I love the Lovecraftian touch in her powers. Me too. Me too. Oh, thank you, Marcos. Ever have to explain embarrassing covers to your parents? No, but I did have to explain... I did have to explain the body pillows to my parents. They kind of expect this from me at this point, though. Me buying volume 6 of Chainsaw Man with a straight face at my local bookstore while having a casual conversation. It ain't sus, guys. It can be sus, dude. I don't know. I get embarrassed by those kinds of things. I did have to explain the power Dakimakura to my mother. And my and my dad as well. It wasn't necessarily having to explain. It was having to expose how weird I am to my family. So I got the power Dakimakura right as I moved from my old apartment to my new apartment. My family doesn't live close by to where I live. So my parents had to come up, or not my parents, my mom and my brother had to come up and help me move from my old apartment to my new apartment. And while this was happening, I had ordered the power Dakimakura. I saw about when it was going to be delivered, so I ordered it to my new apartment. It ended up getting delivered a day early. I wasn't moved into my new apartment yet. And the problem is living in a city that shit gets stolen. So I had to go to my new apartment with my parents, or with my brother and my mother, to pick up this body pillow. And they're like, what package are we picking up that's so important that we need to go out of your way? You can't just leave it for tomorrow. You can't just leave it. If it gets stolen, it gets stolen. And I was like, I'm going to keep it real with you. It's a life-size body pillow with a sexy cartoon girl on it. She's in her skivvies, and it's important to me. Luckily, my parents know that I like these Asian cartoons, and they are, you know, they're more than accepting of my lifestyle, if you will. Soon I'm gonna make manga previews for the Chainsaw Man endings. Wish me luck. Oh, good luck, man. Good luck. I'm doing some voices for a Chainsaw Man abridged coming soon, and my mom was in shock when she saw the script. There's gonna be a Chainsaw Man abridged? Holy fuck. Yo, let me voice someone. Get them in contact with me. I want to voice someone. Is it from Mappa? Huh. Alright. Let's see what other discussion or memes I have. It's mostly memes, actually, now. This one I thought was funny. Chainsaw Man's so cool. I wish the Holocaust wasn't real. Seeing as Chainsaw Man, fighter for the Jews, ate the Nazis. My man. My man. He's after my heart. Oh, one of those anime in 9 minutes videos? Is it for Gigguk? Is Gigguk doing a Chainsaw Man in 9 minutes? Do you think Asa will be the new War Devil if Yoru dies? It's a good question. I don't necessarily think she'll become the new War Devil. I think if Yoru dies, Asa is just a normal human again. If the Fight Club theory isn't true. If Yoru dies, Asa will just become a normal human. That's what she wants. She just wants to be normal. I did make one for the opening, which took 6 hours, and every now and then a little flash of something popped up because of the lag in the editing software I used. Dude, I'm having trouble right now with my editing software. DaVinci Resolve kind of is fumbling the bag for me right now. I am working on editing down the anime fight scene live stream, tier list live stream we did, and DaVinci Resolve is freezing and lagging the entire time, all the way through it, and it's such a pain in the ass, dude. Like, I like DaVinci Resolve, and my computer should be able to handle this. I have like a spaceship computer, but for some reason, it's having trouble as I try to edit that video. So, yep, having trouble. No small YouTuber has some of the, wait, what was that? No small YouTuber, he has some of the funny abridges for Spy Family and Call of the Night. Oh man, send some YouTube links. I want to watch. Goated parents? Yeah, they're pretty understanding. Yeah, I outed myself as a weeaboo to my parents. As the Chainsaw Man opening said, I just want to live a normal life. Exactly. How the plot gonna connect to Power? That's a good question. That's a fantastic question, actually. I don't know, because I don't think Power herself is going to be back in the story. Obviously, there's going to be some Power-esque offshoot. Power 2, Electric Boogaloo, if you will. It's certainly like a Chekhov's gun, if you think about it, right? There's no reason that it would be introduced to not come back later. When Chainsaw Man ended in the first place, when I accepted that part 1 was it, there wasn't going to be a part 2. Then 2 hours later, there was a part 2. But when I accepted that part 1 was over, I was like, I guess it could have just been metaphorical just to make her death sadder. Because that is a fucking emotional moment. That might be one of the most emotional moments in all of Chainsaw Man. Them in the dumpster like that, saying, I'm not going to be the same me, but go to hell and find me. Damn. We're crying in the club right now, I'm not going to lie. I made an entire abridged video of one of the earlier Chainsaw Man Part 2 chapters, but it's privated because I didn't really like the way it turned out. Too much of a perfectionist. I agree, because I haven't seen it, but I'd love to see it, Zizu. I am somewhat similar. I had to, at some point, give up the idea that things have to be perfect, because every time I tried to make a video perfect, it would come out worse and worse. When, for me, the only thing that's going to make my content better is just experience. That's why I feel like I never like to give myself a bone or throw myself a bone and praise anything I do, because I don't like coming off as vain or cocky or anything like that. But I do think that the quality of my videos have improved over the past few weeks specifically. And it was kind of through a conscious effort, but also through just like experience, where I guess in order to make the product of what I was working on better, there was a lot more work I had to put in outside of making content, I guess. So I watched a lot of tutorials and watched a lot of other people's videos that I liked and thought about what made them so good. I want to see that abridged, though. That was a weird tangent I just did. I wasn't in the community back then. What was the reaction to the part 2 news? Hype. It was just hype. Overwhelming hype. But it took a long time for part 2 to come out. Part 1 ended in 2020, right? Yeah. Part 1 ended in 2020 because I was working at a women's clothing store. I was a security guard at a women's clothing store, and I always had my phone in front of me reading Chainsaw Man chapters and rereading Chainsaw Man chapters. I was there on a Sunday. Part 1 ended. And then later that day, as I was going home, part 2 was announced. I remember the reaction being overwhelming hype. But it took so long. I remember, oh my god, just the limbo. It's kind of surreal to think that we are now getting part 2, because it did take a long time. It took almost as long as it took to get through part 1, because part 1 was only from the end of 2018 to the end of 2020. It was a little less than 2 years, and then it took over a year and a half to get part 2. That was a long gap. That was a long wait. Do you think Yoshida's employer is Nayuta? Oh, that's a good question. I think it's Kishibe. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I've already scripted my review for tomorrow's chapter review video. I actually really wanted to... I really wanted to film and edit the chapter review video today so I could get it out as soon as the chapter drops tomorrow, but I dilly-dallied, so that's my bag fumble, guys. It'll still be up tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Zizu. I appreciate that. I want to see it. Do you think it's possible to get Season 2 of the anime next winter, and do you think they'll be able to cover the entirety of Part 1 manga? Okay, that's a good question, Coffin. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Just need my desk if you heard that. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I really want Chainsaw Man Part 2, not Chainsaw Man Part 2, but Season 2 of the Chainsaw Man anime to come out as soon as possible. But it's at times like these, I remember Attack on Titan Season 1, which came out in 2013. And it was a 24-episode season, loved by all. But Season 2 didn't come out until spring of 2017. It took 4 years for the next season to come out. Now, there were very big differences between both the reception of Attack on Titan in Japan and the reception of Chainsaw Man in Japan. Also, the fact that anime is now more profitable than ever, so it's better to make new ones. Also, by the time the Attack on Titan Season 1 finished, there was no more manga to adapt because Attack on Titan is a monthly series. It took a long time of the manga having to get ahead before new seasons could be made. But it could be bad to the point where, we might not get another season for a few years, I hope, though. I do hope that if we get another season of Chainsaw Man, that it covers to the end. I think Bomb Girl Arc and International Assassins could easily be covered in 13 episodes. And then 13 to the end, 24. If they really want to not make the same mistake they made with Season 1, do a 24-episode season, cover to the end. I think that's possible. I think it's easy. Not easy, obviously. Guy who isn't an animator says it's easy to animate 24 episodes. I think there's a huge chance Yoshida's organization is just public safety and he's just trolling. I'll spoil a little bit of my video tomorrow. I just think that if public safety is the police, the organization Yoshida's part of is the FBI. Probably something like that. Especially after leaks. The drop between Season 1 of Season 2 of AOT was nuts. I remember not even being interested in Season 2 when it came around. Yeah, that was crazy, dude. I was obsessed. So I read the manga. I reread the manga. I was super anticipating Season 2. I was in my first semester of college when Season 2 dropped. I remember not doing any of my homework because I wanted to watch Attack on Titan over and over again. What an era. The one thing I thought of who replaced Makima's position, was it Kishibe or maybe someone else? Well, I wonder if it's like, because Makima had a contract with the Prime Minister of Japan, so once she was out of the picture, I'm certain it was like, we're finally free. So maybe no one replaced her. Bomb Girl and Assassins in 13 episodes is crazy slow. I mean, if they wanted to take it at the pace that they took, Season 1, I think 13 episodes is aight. If they take it at that pace that they took Season 1 at. Because we need to get through the date with Makima, movie date. I'm certain they'll want to milk the shit out of that. Then Denji meeting Greyze. I guess that is kind of slow. Chainsaw Man is fast-paced, super fast-paced. That's my biggest criticism of the anime, and I think we've all talked about this. We all agree that it was taken slower than it should have been, because the beauty of Chainsaw Man is that it is fast-paced. So I definitely... I'm looking at my ceiling because I think there's a bug on it. Which is weird because we never get bugs in this city. I don't mind the slow pacing. I kind of like it just because you can have two ways of enjoying the series. That's a good way to look at it, Universed. It's a good way to look at it because there's more scenes in the anime than there were in the manga. Yeah, than there were in the manga. And you get more character development because of that. But do we talk about the leaks now? I think it's fair enough. I think I'll show you guys a few memes, then we can talk about the leaks. All right. Oh yeah, bro, quit saying you're Chainsaw Man. You're scaring away the hoes. I thought that was funny. My man, woman, gay, straight, black, white, young, old, rich, poor, ugly. Yoshida is the Death Devil. I was kind of team Yoshida is the Death Devil for a while because his name is Yoshida. Shida means it's death. Shida-yo, it's death. It's an anagram. So I was part of that team. I was part of that squad. Oh yeah, Cursed FaceTime, Black Reaper Kaneki, Femcel Asa. Funny memes, right guys? I picked these out for you, so you guys better be laughing. Take, for example, death, war, rent a girlfriend. There are many things in this world that humanity would be happier without. At first, as you guys know, I was an avid rent a girlfriend defender for a very long time. I was an avid rent a girlfriend defender. But I do agree that humanity would be happier without it. Yeah, please erase rent a girlfriend, Makima. Oh yeah, this is just another discussion thing. It's crazy how these side characters were developed so well by Fujimoto. We could probably talk about that in another stream, or even a video. Oh, so about the leaks. This is not a spoiler for the leaks. We will get there in a second. But, I just love this meme. Chainsaw Man fans reacting to the whole pages of Chainsaw Man 122 leaked. Let's go, Chinese readers. It's translating time. In reference to the fact that it was Bilibili, the Chinese translators of Chainsaw Man, that leaked it. Oh yeah, hey kid, I want you to cockblock any bitch who might try to kill your bro. In exchange, I'll give you yummy crayons. I love this one. Actually, I'm saving this. Okay, let's see. Jake used to be a Rent-A-Girlfriend fan. Least surprising news I've heard. Damn. You're right, and I agree with you, but it hurts to be faced with the truth. I kind of think Season 2 will be Bomb and Assassins, and Season 3 will be the rest of Part 1, and maybe that will be enough material in Part 2 for Season 4. By that time, yeah, I would think so. Actually, that could be true. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Universe. Sorry about it. Yeah, I do. Just because I feel bad, because I've been edging everyone that wants the leaks, so I don't want to blue ball anyone. Also fits since Naruto is canonically Chinese. True! Save my soul. The first season isn't slow. It's 38 chapters and 12 episodes with a decent amount of filler added. That's just how fast the manga is due to lack of exposition and visual storytelling. Now, I agree to an extent, Clubber Lang. I agree to an extent. My biggest complaint was like how I was bitching about the Leech Devil fight taking 12 minutes when it's not even like 5 pages in a chapter. That's probably more than 5 pages in a chapter, but it's a fast fight. It's a very fast fight that was taken really slow. And I don't know. I think that they can add as much filler as they want. It'd be awesome, but I do think part of what makes Chainsaw Man special is that all of the fights are really well directed in the manga itself, because Fujimoto's such a fucking cinephile. He directs everything so perfectly to the point where, like, you kind of see how the fight starts and how it ends and what happens in the middle. You see it all, and it's very fast-paced. There's a lot that happens in a short amount of time. I even thought that if they wanted to, they could do the entire first arc and Bomb Girl within, like, 16, 17 episodes. Actually, that's slow. That's slow. I think there's probably even a time where I said they could do it in like 13, which that is fast. That's fast. That's like Tokyo Ghoul fast. Owns 3 body pillows and was a Rent-A-Girlfriend fan. Least down bad Chainsaw Man fan. Okay, so I will say, I don't think I will ever beat the down bad allegations as much as I want to. I'll say this here. I will admit to you guys, I do not think I am a down bad person. But, you know, if it looks like a dog and barks like a dog. Honestly, I prefer anime Leech Fight. I think Dream Battle is a massively underrated moment, and I like the extra attention it got. That's fair. That's really fair. You know what? I'm going to let you cook. And I think I'm going to let Mappa cook on that one. It's good Denji development. I'll agree with that, actually. Because, you know, it takes a while in Chainsaw Man because it's so action-oriented and so fast-paced. It takes a while to get good development of the characters. So I think having that fight get a little more attention. I'll not only will I say that's fair, I will even agree with you. The dream battle and him talking about why is his dream lesser than anyone else's dream. You know what? You're right. You're right. I don't think the entire season was slow-paced. I think mostly has to do with some scenes being longer and others being shorter than expected. Overall, the pacing is on point, though. You know what? It's not that I don't agree with you guys. And maybe it's just because I'm a manga, like, we're all manga readers, obviously, but maybe it's because, like, I wanted to get through things. I wanted to see more. I love this series. I want to see it animated. I wanted more. Potentially, like, that could have, you know, made my expectations unrealistic for how much we could get through. I think the biggest thing is that I just wanted Bomb Girl arc. And I will stand by that without the Bomb Girl arc, or none of the bullshit that the Chainsaw Man anime is getting right now would have happened if the Bomb Girl arc was included. Or at least a lot of it would have been lessened. Because that's really where Chainsaw Man comes into its own, in my opinion. Obviously, I respect everyone's opinion. And even if I personally had some criticisms, I agree with your guys' praises of the scenes that I criticize. To the point where, like, you could even change my minds, which Clubber Lang has kind of done a little bit, because I agree that is a good showcase of Denji pretty early on. I think the rest of the series could be adapted into 15-ish episodes, or even one core and a movie. Interesting. I would say, like I kind of liked what Zizu was cooking. I think he said 18. But maybe like 15 in a movie would be pretty cool. One core, like, if they really wanted to take their time with it, they could make it like 2 core, but definitely Bomb and International Assassins one core. Yeah, Bomb Girl where? Bomb Girl when? All of CSM manga readers. True. Okay. Here I'm calling it. We're going to talk about the leaks. So, I'm announcing this now, and I'm also apologizing to anyone who has not read the leaks yet. I am very sorry. I didn't want to alienate you guys, but I think a few people kind of want to talk about it. So, and I kind of want to talk about it too. I don't want to go into too much detail with it because I have an entire video about it coming out tomorrow. Bomb Girl movie, rest of the series in 12 episodes. That could happen too. Have a good night, Universe. And I'm so sorry, man. I agree with that, Avatar Desto, about not knowing how a movie would be able to fit in with how much they have to adapt left. When I was thinking about it before, they could do Bomb Girl. But even then, International Assassins in 12 plus International Assassins plus the ending in 12, it would certainly be difficult. I feel like the rest of what they have now could wrap up nicely in a, not necessarily 24 episode, because that would be very slow, but in some kind of 2-core. I like the idea of Bomb Girl as a movie because it's the most self-contained arc. Yeah, I agree. So here's another thing. I have a love-hate relationship with the idea of Bomb Girl being a movie. Between, like, it would make a good movie because obviously it's cinematic, Fujimoto-esque. There's a lot of movie elements in it, like the horror scene of Reize holding up the severed heads as the car approaches. You know, that looked like it's directly out of a horror film. Fantastic scene. Love that scene. But it also feels, it feels very episodic as well. So I feel like it would work well in episodes as well. There are very clear-cut cliffhangers and stuff that would make a fantastic end to episodes and whatnot. Also, this is like super funny. I wanted to show you guys. So this is a discussion thread for the leaks. And they had this, rate the translation you read out of 5. So many people ranked it 5 better than the original for the translated leak. I think they confused it with rank the translation, not rank the chapter. If I had to rank the chapter, I'd rank it a 5. Hood classic. Banger. The translation was dog shit. So I ranked it as dog shit. But I think a lot of people, most people saying better than the official or I didn't see any errors. What are you cooking? Mistranslation devil. Almost down there, actually. Let's see. How would you feel about an anime original movie? I feel like they could do some pretty interesting stuff with the uncanon anime movie tropes. You know what they could do? Like an hour-long anime special covering the materials in buddy stories. Like for OVAs. Dude, they need to do OVAs, right? Like a bunch of shit gets OVAs. There's Attack on Titan OVAs cover all of the side stories, like No Regrets and Lost Girls and shit. So Chainsaw Man OVAs could be buddy stories, right? That'd be kind of epic, right? Because Bomb Girl exposed him to become a target. True. The last 45 chapters after Bomb Girl are even faster than the first 38 chapters, and they are even had to pad those 38 chapters with a lot of filler. I think Assassin's end of part 1 is fine. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Actually, I will say there are a few chapters in that last arc, like Denji versus the 5 Devil Hybrids, where it's only a fight scene the whole chapter. There's like no dialogue. That's a fantastic chapter, by the way, because you see the fight scene start to end. There is no question on how to animate it because Fujimoto laid it out for whoever animates it, hopefully Mappa. It's laid out perfectly. You see how the fight starts, and you see how it ends. You see every movement in it, every attack Denji does, every parry, all shit. Dude, chef's kiss of a fight. Best fight scene in a manga. That's not true. There's a lot of good fight scenes, but... JJK Zero proved Mappa can do an anime movie well, but I'm not a fan of turning stuff into movies or hour specials for the main storytelling of an anime. I feel you. I kind of like canon anime movies. I'll say that's my guilty pleasure. Like the Kaguya movie, Demon Slayer, JJK. Even though JJK, I think was handled perfectly. Whether you like canon movies or you like movies that, you know, you don't need context to watch. JJK Zero is great because you don't necessarily need to watch or read JJK Zero to watch or read the rest of JJK. Like, it's just the origin story of Yuta Okkotsu. There's nothing you need. Like, sure, there are a few, like, important things you learn, but it's all stuff that's in the story as well. And I guess it's like good backstory for Suguru Geto as well, and like seeing how he gets to be the way he is. But I think it's a fantastic movie, like covering something that is canon, but not necessary to understand or continue the anime or manga. Buddy Stories is a movie, though. Let them cook. Yeah, JJK0 was a standalone arc. Bomb Girl led straight into the Assassin's arc. That's going to be a problem if people skip the movie. Yeah, it's kind of the same way with Demon Slayer Infinity Train. But then they ended up putting the Infinity Train arc as an anime as well. Just in the anime as well. But I don't think Kaguya is going to turn The First Kiss That Never Ends into a movie. Or not into a movie, into episodes of the anime. They're not going to cut it up like that. And dear God, I fucking hope they don't. But I do see what you mean, though. I watched the Bungo Stray Dogs movie the other day. It was the most nonsensical crap I've ever seen in the best way possible. I'd love to see change the movies like that. You want to know something? I have never watched Bungo Stray Dogs. Should I add that to the list? W or L, Bungo Stray Dogs? Y'all let me know. As soon as I get a poll function, that'd be fucking awesome. Suguru makes Frieza look tame with all the monkey slurs. Dear Lord. Yeah, Suguru, he was kind of out of pocket. How do you feel about Quan Chi's creepy sexual advances towards Minami and Buddy Stories? Definitely paints the character in a more negative light. You know, when it comes to anime and manga tropes, things like that often happen. Obviously, in real life, they're terrible, terrible things. And especially with Minami and Quan Chi in Buddy Stories and just a lot of other shit, sometimes, you know, you gotta turn off the part of your brain that recognizes these awful things in order to just enjoy things. Obviously, you know, shit's weird. One thing I hate, why the fuck do 99% of anime and manga have to be about 15-year-olds? Why do I have to be watching a 15-year-old? Why can't they be, like, college students or something? It's always fucking middle schoolers and high schoolers. And then, like, especially, like, oh, yeah, I love Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is a fantastic anime. But, like, then you realize it's, like, it's obviously it's a beloved anime for a lot of people, myself included. It does take place in a high school, which is weird, and in all accounts, like, Jesus Christ. But because it's just so rooted within, this is an aspect of storytelling that's so rooted in anime and manga, in media like that. Sometimes I just have to, like, I have to recognize, yes, it's weird, but I have to turn off parts of my brain to be able to enjoy it. Also, when I watched Kill la Kill, I was a kid, so, kid. But still, you know. Ugh. That's a hot stove I don't want to keep my hand on. It's very good, but takes a few episodes to get interesting. It's kind of like Steins Gate. Steins Gate took a while for me to, like, really, really love it. And now Steins Gate's one of my favorite animes of all time. Ooh, Fujimoto one-shot movies would be sick. Actually, I'm going to let you cook on that. Goodbye Eri as a movie would be fantastic. Or, like, a anime special. Like, 45-minute anime special. Look back as well. I think it's portrayed negatively as Kishibe pretty much has to save Minami from Quan Chi. It just feels like an interesting way to portray Quan Chi. Well, I guess it's also like Quan Chi isn't necessarily, like, good. I mean, it's tough. It is tough. Yeah, Quan Chi is you have to wonder where she got these fiends from. Yikes. Alright. I said we were going to talk about spoilers, and we haven't. Goddamn, just when my favorite rom-com manga, Chainsaw Man, was getting good, a stupid primordial devil has to come in and ruin it for the end of the world bullshit. Okay, so I do love the rom-com / slice of life direction that we were going, but It was time we have some primordial fears come back. Because also, like, I think Death Devil, if this is the Death Devil, I'm pretty sure it's the Death Devil. Why wouldn't it be the Death Devil? But the Death Devil would clearly be, like, both a Horseman of the Apocalypse and a primordial fear, right? Probably the strongest devil, I would think. That or the Heights Devil. Heights are scary. The one thing that I really liked about the new, or not the new chapter, the leaked chapter, it is spoiler time. The Nostradamus prophecy. They are getting so close to just saying the phrase Horseman of the Apocalypse in the manga. They just refuse. Fujimoto, it's like, I'm going to talk about this in my video tomorrow. It's like, you know, the Last of Us set. You're not allowed to say zombie on the set because they're not zombies. They're infected. Like, they just don't, he doesn't want to give us Horseman of the Apocalypse yet. But we're getting there. We have Nostradamus' theory of the apocalypse in 1999. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow too. I even have some linked material of his prophecy. And there is some things from that prophecy that tie in to where the story could go. I don't have it pulled up right now. I'm going to pull it up in tomorrow's video. It's going to be a huge part of tomorrow's video. But in Nostradamus' prophecy of the 1999 apocalypse, this is a real thing, by the way, a real prediction. Obviously, didn't quite happen. We're still here. But I'll say this. At the end of the prophecy, he says, Mars will rule again. Mars will rule again. Huh. Well, who is Mars? Mars is the Roman god of war. Mars, the god of war. The god of war will rule again. After the terrible, terrible cataclysmic event that happens in July of 1999. Take that how you will, but whatever happens in chapter 123 or onwards, wherever the manga is going, this is going to be huge for Yoru especially. I see chapter 122 in the same light as the train assassination from part 1. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow, Avatar Desto, but I have the entire quote pulled up. It doesn't say how war will rule. I personally think it could be, this cataclysmic event could spark a war between humans and devils, but a war nonetheless, which will garner more of humanity's fear of war, powering up the war devil. Is that what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm not sure. Would it be cool? Hell yeah. We need a war arc in Chainsaw Man. We have a war arc in Naruto. We have a war arc in My Hero Academia. We have a war arc in Demon Slayer. We need one in Chainsaw Man. We don't have a war arc. Oh, talking so much makes me thirsty, dogs. I think Chainsaw Man could probably alter the future with his erasing power, though. Dude, if they pull some fucking Attack Titan bullshit with the future, that'll be nuts. That would be nuts. What's up, Vrishin? How you doing, man? Yeah. Something's gonna happen with Yoru. Also, okay. People are talking about the appearance of this new devil in the leak for 122 as having a big pussy. I did see a pussy-looking apparatus, but I wasn't sure if it was a pussy or not. I don't know what I was looking at. Was that a pussy? Was that a big pussy? Because if that was a pussy, that would have been a huge pussy. Did I get taken down for saying pussy too much? Let me take a look. We've detected that you've used the word pussy 13 times within the past 20 seconds. So your stream's been blocked. Doesn't actually say that, but wouldn't that be funny? Imagine Fujimoto leaks the chapter himself, then releases a completely different chapter tomorrow. Dude, I fucking hope not. I already wrote my review. I fucking hope not. Oh. If he does that, I would actually fucking punch a hole through my computer. Oh, nice. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. What's your college major? I love doxing the chat. If anyone saw my GeoGuessr stream with Manga Crash the other day, we kind of doxed him. A little bit. He doxed himself. There's a lot to unpack with the new chapter. It's funny. Part of me wants to even show you the script for the chapter review, but I won't because I want you guys to be surprised when the video drops tomorrow. He releases a chapter of just Yoshida's daily routine. I would fucking punch a hole through my monitor. I swear to God. I'd be so mad. Not that he wasn't a weirdo already, but Yoshida seemed really sociopathic in this chapter, talking about 7 out of 30 people supposedly dying in 7 days. Yeah, I was wondering what Yoshida was kind of cooking, but that's what made me think he was like part of the devil hunting FBI of sorts, because obviously he's in the know about like secret operations carried out by the government, like testing if this Nostradamus prophecy was going to come true. Dude, it's so scary seeing thinking about what's going to happen. Computer devil always gotta get me plugged in. What was that? Wait, I might have read that wrong. The computer devil always gets me to plug in the input cables. Yo, CS, you're gonna have a good job someday, my friend. All my friends are CS. I'm songwriting, but Yoshida and Fami's whole discussion was very unsettling. Absolutely, I loved Fami ordering like the entire Burger King value menu, 5 of them. Yoshi's like, damn, bitch, I only have so much money. I love more Fami personality. I was trying to hold this back earlier because we had people that didn't read the spoilers yet, but this chapter is part of what made me like Fami so much. First of all, you know, she can eat. I appreciate that. I can eat too. I love food. But I do love Fami personality. Her dead face saying, call me Fami-chan. Call me Kika-chan. The big, yeah, she's ordered the whole big smoke order. No one has confirmed or denied yet for me. Was that a big pussy? It kind of looked like a mouth. Like a big mouth. Where her abdomen / labia majora should be. It's funny. I will talk more about it tomorrow. Clubber Lang, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Oh, thank you. Now you have access. You have access to Jonesy Pog, my first emoji that I have offered for members. Welcome to the club. She would order a spaghetti pie at home if she sees a child trained to another inch. Wait, what was that? She would order a spaghetti pie at home if she sees a child train to another inches. It is about thee. I think I had a stroke. I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble deciphering. It looks similar to the tentacle things Yuko had coming off her body. True. Yeah. She had those weird... What if it is the Justice Devil? What if I was right? What if I was cooking the whole time? What if I was... Sorry. What if I was cooking the whole time? TNX, the amount of Chainsaw Man Part 2 fan-made art in Dojin is humongous. Fujimoto could slap in a horny devil. I have seen some of what you refer to. But only for part 1. I saw the Makima Denji one. Not on my own volition. I didn't search it out. It was sent to me. It's only to convince you of Fight Club theory. The giant... the membership... Oh, okay. Okay. My mind is not necessarily 100% made up on Fight Club yet. I'll always say this, ever since 2 weeks ago. Fight Club theory is my favorite theory now. It is by far my favorite Chainsaw Man theory. But I need more. I need to see more. I need him to kind of lean into it more. Kind of like he's leaned into the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse theory. He just won't say it yet. But obviously, I feel like Fight Club theory, we're not going to know until the very end. And if it does turn out to be true, Fight Club theory adopters will look like the biggest fucking chads on the planet. So for that alone, maybe I should be a Fight Club theory adopter. No worries, Ali. I appreciate the comment, man. Fami would be the type of girl to order spaghetti on a cone, and if she sees a child crying, she would order another to eat in front of them. That is the cruelty that I could see Fami adopting. That'd be so funny. Does the prophecy warning seem similar to the future devil warning about Pochita return, but this time it's Yodu full power return? That could be it. What if the danger the whole time was Yodu and not the Death Devil or whatever devil? What if this is the Justice Devil and I was cooking and that isn't just one big vag on her abdomen? What if it is and Yodu was actually the threat? If it doesn't come true, we could have an A&R situation like with AOT. Hopefully not that bad. Dude, A&R? No hard feelings if people here like A&R. I am decreeing now, A&R was hot ass. Was garbage. I did not like it. It did not elicit good feelings. It was bad. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Loving the pink vibes. Ah, thank you, dog. This is my Legence tracksuit that I wear when I'm indoors. So I wear it a lot because I'm always inside. I need to get outside more. I need to touch grass. I made a tweet last week where I said I hadn't touched grass in over a week, and I'm pretty sure that was true. I don't know how long it's been now, but I went outside today to buy more K-cups for my Keurig because I was out of coffee. Then I went out again to get... I ordered takeout for dinner, and I picked it up. Those were the only times I went out today. Yeah, I need to get out more. But there's only so much I can say about the spoilers without getting into too much what I wanted to say tomorrow in my video. Yeah, actually, I'll say this because it's in the comment here. I'm going to talk about this in my video as well. Nothing more terrifying than a devil that can outright make you plunge yourself to your death without even thinking about it. The way that Cavill conversation about work immediately transitioned into, hey, let's just die, was unsettling. I talk about that in the chapter review too. It's in my script. I swear to God, I'm not plagiarizing him. But that's part of what I love so much about Chainsaw Man is the creepiness of how the horror elements are included. I just realized you guys couldn't see the comment I was looking at. This one right here. But the creepiness of the horror elements in Chainsaw Man is part of what makes me love it so much. The uncanniness. Like hellish nightmares beyond that of human comprehension is what I think makes Chainsaw Man so special. Things like the Death Devil appearing with a walkway of severed astronauts. The six-fingered hand of the Hell Devil descending upon the department store, closing its fists, then becoming the rotting hand of a corpse lost in the woods. These are things that feel almost outside of human creativity How do you think of these things? And that's part of what makes Chainsaw Man so special, this creepiness, this unsettling, uncanny... I don't know, I'm gushing right now. This is shit I'm going to talk about tomorrow. It's possible that Yoru is the big bad. Denji don't have any luck in love. But Makima 2.0 is always a possibility, but I prefer Death Devil as final boss. I do too. Death Devil final boss would be kind of epic. Oh, you drew the astronauts? I want to see that. I love the astronauts. My phone case is of a cat biting a hand because I have a black cat and she bites me all the time. A little fucking rat of a creature. Well, I got some of you guys here. I thought I might as well tell you guys about some of the stream schedule this week. So, we did, a week ago today, I think we did anime fight scene tier lists. And we got in a little bit of trouble with YouTube. So, if we're going to do tier lists going forward, we have to be good little boys and girls. So I thought, how about on Wednesday, we do a waifu tier list. I'm gonna scrounge together some waifus. If you guys want to see some waifus in there, let me know which waifus you want to see. You can send them here or hit me up on Twitter. But I'm going to be putting together my waifus tomorrow. So I think Wednesday is going to be maybe a waifu tier list and some GeoGuessr at 8:30 p.m. And then Saturday this week, ooh, that's going to be a fun one. Saturday, I'm going to be collecting a list of all the most expensive anime figures on the internet. And we're going to look through the most expensive anime figures. So I just wanted to tell you guys the schedule this week. We're doing waifu tier list Wednesday, anime figure Saturday is what we're going to do. As a bisexual, I want a husbando version. Oh, there will be a husbando one. I did the waifu one with a husbando one in mind. We will have both of them, Marcos. We will have both of them. So also send me husbandos. Obviously, Captain Levi, Lloyd Forger, Kafka Hibino. There's some good husbandos out there. We'll have it all. We'll have it all. Trust me. But for now, I think... Gojo, of course, absolutely. He's up there. We're all more interested in husbandos here. But waifu first, then husbando. So I can keep you guys waiting. But for now, I think we've covered all the bases for everything that happened in the world of Chainsaw Man over the past few weeks. So, I hope you guys enjoy my video tomorrow. I worked hard on making the script today. I have some fun memes planned for it. It's going to be a fun video. Hopefully it comes out a little earlier than usual because I already have the script written. I have the thumbnail done as well. But I think we should end here. Because my throat's dry and I'm kind of thirsty and I want to get more water. If I get up to get water, that means I have to stream for like another hour or two. So I'll get water and then I might go to bed. Maybe play some games. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this stream today. Thank you so much, Clubber Lang, for joining the boys. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Maybe I'll see you guys on stream on Wednesday. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao. See you guys tomorrow, all right? Thank you so much for watching.